Hello everyone and welcome back to the 10 cool new products of the month video series. This month we're going to focus a lot on the productivity side of things. The curated list for this month's video includes all the little tools that are going to make your life easier while saving you a bunch of time. To find links of all the products, check out the companion blog post which is linked right below. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. If you are a designer, oftentimes you will find yourself creating graphics which require a logo of a brand. Now you can very well go ahead and Google the logo, but then comes the hassle of finding the best looking one in the format of your choice. If you get the wrong format, you'll have to open it in Photoshop or something similar and then edit it and save it in the format you require in. Being a designer myself, I understand the pain involved and how terribly it hampers my workflow. So I was more than delighted when I ran into this product. It's called Instant Logo Search, and you'd probably be able to guess what it does by the name. It helps you search the logos for brands and products and serves them in all the popular formats. The days of manually searching and then editing the logos are now long gone. The service is completely free, and I would highly recommend you check it out if you create graphics which require brand presence on a daily basis. Here at Tech Leela, we pride ourselves in bringing you the most search content in the most understandable format possible. Before we even start the writing process, we invest a significant amount of time in researching for topics. After all, what good is a post if it doesn't reach the audience, right? Our team uses a bunch of tools to aggregate the data, and it's a constant jump from one service to another. Perhaps we could make it a little better and streamlined. We've kept our eyes out for a tool that fits our needs, and by the looks of it, I think we've found it. If you're an aspiring writer who's trying to gain some traction, you must invest time in optimizing your site for the search engines. And to make sure you don't get overwhelmed doing that, we have this next product by Neil Patel. Aptly named Uber Keyword Search, the app allows you to analyze your keywords and retrieve valuable insights across the spectrum. You'll be able to search on the basis of keyword, difficulty, competitive intelligence, and other similar metrics. The best part, it's absolutely free. Make sure you check it out using the link in the companion blog post linked below. Twitter is by far my favorite social media. It doesn't have the feed which is manipulated by algorithms, and it doesn't act desperate and make me engage with it. Facebook, I'm looking down at you. It is clean and simple and chronological. The problem, however, is the fact that almost every social media is trying to follow the footsteps of Facebook to create a service which makes them more money. And while that's good for the company, it's really hampering the users as they have endured the pain of seeing ads and promoted tweets. This next app solves that problem. It's called README, and it's basically a cleaned out, decluttered version of Twitter which provides you only the actual tweets you had signed up for. Nothing else apart from that. If you want a more minimal version of the Twitter experience, I would highly recommend you to check it out. When launching a product, a crazy cool idea isn't enough to make it successful. It needs to drive engagement and work around forming habits. While it's a really compelling topic to talk about, I'm going to leave that for later and just mention that the product basically needs to somehow create the hook model to bring back users who use it. How would you do that? Email reminders and notifications are one way, but this next app is showing us the next possible way of acquiring users' attention. It's called Don't Close That Tab, and it's basically a web plugin of sorts that you can integrate into your website. Once that's done, whenever you or any one of your users switches to a different tab, the plugin will trigger and start flashing the tab heading to attract your eyeballs. Annoying? Probably, but you can bet it's a whole lot of fun. If you're a constant reader of our blog, you might have read a couple of weekly tech news roundup which we used to cover every Friday. If you're still in for reading all the good stuff that's happening in around the world of tech, this next product is for you. The service is called TechBytes, and it provides technology-related news on a daily basis in bite-sized format. The site does not produce any content. It simply serves as a catalog of news which is aggregated from multiple sources. Try it out using the link in the companion blog post. If TechBytes didn't work for you, don't worry, we have another alternative for that. This next one is called SIP, and it's built by the folks over at Product Hunt. SIP is a service which is ad-free and spam-free. The CEO Ryan Hoover mentioned that this product wasn't created around the idea of building an attention-thirsty app. SIP wouldn't be a constant stream of technology-related stories. It's going to be a newsletter of sorts from the tech industry. The app will combine product hunt pages, related tweets, and external outlets to catalog the most meaningful announcements in tech throughout the year. You can check it out using the link in the companion blog post. macOS is undoubtedly the most productive operating system in the world. The reliability and stability of the OS is unparalleled, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have any room for improvement. There are still certain things that Windows surprisingly does better than macOS, and one of them is window management. The Windows Snap Assist tool allows you to snap windows according to your need to a grid, making your productivity skyrocket. macOS natively does not do that, and you have to rely on third-party apps for it. This next app is one of them which does the job without costing a dime. It's called Veer, and it's a window management utility for macOS. With Veer, you can snap the application windows simply by using the WASD or arrow key combinations. The app comes with a slick onboarding experience, and you can check it out using the link in the companion blog post. SpaceX had the Falcon Heavy launch recently, and while the launch itself was successful, it wasn't the most exciting aspect. It was the launch of the Roadster and the Starman that excited people. Post-launch, the Roadster is on its course to Mars. But have you wondered where exactly is it right now? Don't know about you, but I do. And this website makes it really easy to do so. It's called Where It's Roadster, and it does nothing more than telling you where the actual Roadster is in space and how long will it take for it to reach Mars. It got out a shot by Elon as well, so you should definitely check it out if you're a space enthusiast. Origami is one of the things that I was fascinated by during my childhood days, and it was always intriguing to see how a simple sheet of paper could create something beautiful and complex. If you felt the same way about it, this next app is for you. It's called Origami Simulator, and it's an open source project which you can use to see how an origami is folded. The site is pretty advanced, and you can actually see the strain on different parts of the paper, as well as drag it around and rotate it in 3D space. One of the perks of being a software developer is having an unlimited supply of interesting t-shirts from companies across the globe. Well, I don't have really much to say about this last cool product apart from the fact that it is a publicly hosted catalog of places on the internet that will give you a swag for participating in a contest or contributing to an open source project. If you are a developer looking into scoring a new t-shirt, check this one out. Alright folks, that's all that we have for you in this month's video. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss out on any of our future content. If you liked the video, throw in a thumbs up, and while you're at it, maybe share it with your friends. Until next time, this is me Prateek signing off.